What would happen if you pause on all the action? Quit the stress and need no caption. Give your Instagram vacation. Yeah, work on your patience. Yeah, but you ain't facing. Yeah, yeah. Cause oh, I love some music, but oh, are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be, yeah. So I took a little break on the west side. Now I'm waking up late on my best side. And it's okay for you. Take a day or two. Get your mind together. Sing it with me. Say, all to Jesus I surrender. All to thee I freely give. I will ever love and trust.
All right, here is the chopped veggies. I forgot to show y'all. I was going to put red, yellow, and orange bell peppers in that pasta salad. I never used a whole salad kit. I just take the noodles out of there. So I really don't know why I even buy that kit instead of just buying the tri-colored noodles just in the box by themselves. But I don't know. Sometimes I use that little seasoning kit, but then a lot of times I don't. Today will be one of the times I don't. So it is like a Caesar pasta kit, and I like to use creamy Caesar and then put veggies in it and do my own little spin with it. So I have yellow bell peppers, red bell peppers, orange, and here is some onion as well. And there's a little bit of slithered onions that I slice, but if I don't use all of the onions for the pasta salad, what I'm going to do is take the remaining onions and then the slither of onions and add it to the chicken before I finish it off in the oven. And I'll show you that later. And then I showed you that, I guess, block of Parmesan cheese. So I also like to use freshly grated Parmesan cheese. So there it is right there. So yeah, so that is all the veggies I'm going to use for the pasta salad. I'm getting ready to mix it together. There is the creamy Caesar that I like to use. And the only seasoning that I use is pretty much, I use parsley with everything. And then I do use a little dill weed. So, and you know what? I'll probably use just a teeny bit of pepper. So I'm going to go grab that. And then this is one of the times I may use a little salt. And then when I say a little salt, y'all, I mean a little salt because we need to cut our consumption of salt out. That sodium is not good for us. So I get light salt, and I'm probably going to salt the noodles just a little bit. I have the noodles drained and I chilled them. They are in the refrigerator, so I'm going to transfer them into my mixing bowl and then get to mixing everything up. And then once I mix everything, and also I put tuna in it. If I haven't said it already, I like to put tuna in it. So I need to drain that can, and then I like to rinse it and really drain that tuna and then shred it up. So I'm going to do all of that and get the noodles and the tuna incorporated in the bowl, and then I will show you what the noodle and tuna mixture looks like before I start adding everything else in there. Okay, here is the mixture with the tuna added. I like it to have a nice balance. You know, when you have your pasta salad or when you put meat in it, for me, for my liking, I like to have like a bite, like you want to taste, you know, a piece of whatever protein or whatever you added to your pasta salad. You don't want too much of the protein and you don't want too much of the pasta. Like you want a nice balance. So this is what it's looking like so far. This is how many noodles are left, if you guys can see it. That's how much is left, and I probably won't add any more noodles to this. So now from here, so what we did was we boiled our noodles. We got that semi fully cooked, and then we drained and rinsed, gave it a nice ice bath, drained it, and then we put it in the refrigerator so it can get nice and chilled. And then we chopped up our veggies over here like I showed you earlier, which is a yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, orange bell pepper, some onion. You can use onion of choice. You can use purple onions. You can actually use scallions, which is green onions, or you can do diced. You can slice it, whatever. You just make it your own. Cheese, same as cheese. I haven't tried any other cheese, but I know freshly grated Parmesan is really good. So that's that. And then again, I use a creamy Caesar, or you can use a light creamy Caesar. I also use that as well sometimes. And then I did salt my noodles. I'm going to put a little pepper. I forgot to get the pepper. And that is just parsley and then the dill that I showed you earlier. So I am not going to put any wet ingredients on this right now. The Caesar dressing is always the last that I do. I like to put all of my veggies in here, and just like with the meat, I like to see how everything is proportioned inside the pasta salad before I finish it off with the actual dressing. So I am going to do that, and I will show you the end product of the veggies and the cheese and everything. You know what? The cheese I'll add last. I'll do the veggies, and then I will do the dressing, and then I finish it off with the fresh Parmesan. So I will be back. I guess I'll show you guys once I add the veggies in, and then see what that combination looks like before adding the dressing. All right, so this is what we have. I hope you guys can see it. That's what we have, and I am going to now add the dressing and then add the Parmesan, and that's going to be it. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and then the next thing we'll be working on our chicken, which was boneless, skinless thighs. I love cooking with that. I'm going to season it up. I'll show you what seasoning I'm using. Pour some marinade on there, or some of that Asian sweet chili sauce, and I'm going to pan sear it, and then I'm going to finish it off in the oven, and then that's going to be dinner, y'all. This pasta salad and that chicken. All right, y'all. I put the cheese in there, and I did the dressing, so I sampled a taste, y'all. I know it may look crazy, but I promise you, it is so good. And if you want to spice it up, you can put some diced jalapenos in there. You can put some fresh diced jalapenos in there. I'm telling you guys, it is so good. So it's going to go in the refrigerator now, so it can be nice and chilled for dinner time. But yeah, that is how it looks. The only thing I added after I added the dressing, because you always want to taste your stuff to make sure, you know, it's good to go. Because once you put it in the refrigerator, it's really going to really marinate those flavors. But I added a little bit more dill, and that's the only thing that I needed to add to it. So that is how it looks. That's my little creamy Caesar pasta salad with tri-colored noodles. So let's get on to this chicken. I have cleaned and drained this chicken real good. Y'all, if y'all take y'all chicken out the pack, rinse it real quick and throw it and start seasoning it, please. Clean your chicken. Scrub your chicken. Like, clean and soak your chicken so that water, look, all that debris and nastiness that it's been sitting in. When you open that pack, just clean your chicken, okay? Sorry if you hear my dryer. I am drying clothes right now too, so you hear the dryer going. But I cleaned my chicken, got it nice and scrubbed down. Of course, you know, with that lime, lemon if you have it, but got it all clean. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This is the only seasoning I am going to use. I'm going to pour that Asian, just a little bit, the Asian style sweet chili wing sauce on it. That is my favorite sauce, y'all. And I'm also going to make some wings this week, and I'm going to use that sauce too. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little on there, and then I'm going to season it with the Sunshine by Miss Tabitha Brown, and then I'm going to use a little smoked paprika, and I'm going to pan sear it, and then I am going to finish it in the oven. So once we get one side browned and going, or once I finish seasoning it, I'll let you see. Feel free to add whatever seasonings that you want. If you do cook with salt, if you do cook with seasoned salt. I do recommend getting these 3 so you can try it out and taste it if you are kind of following along and just really wanting to see what the food is going to taste like. But please feel free to embellish and do whatever it is that you like to do, whatever your preference is. Again, I really don't cook with salt like that. So whatever salt that's probably going to be coming from that Asian style sweet chili wing sauce. Oh, that's a mouthful. That's the only salt that's going to be in this chicken. But yeah, so let's get started, and I will see you guys after I finish seasoning. But this is what we're looking like. yeah, so that's what we have. If you want to let it marinate, you can let it marinate for about an hour or so. I'm not about to do all of that. I'm about to cook this and then throw it in the oven, cover it up, throw it in the oven. Or just throw it in the oven. I probably don't cover it up. But, y'all, that's Sunshine by Miss Tabitha Brown. That is my favorite seasoning. And it smells so good. And the flavor profile in the seasoning and then that Asian style sweet chili sauce, they complement each other. I mean, dang, Dryer, they complement each other so well, because in the Sunshine seasoning, it has garlic, ginger, pineapple, and mango. That's what the seasoning is made of. That is it. No salt, no nothing else but what I just named. Garlic, ginger, pineapple, and mango. And it is so freaking good. So that's what I put on the chicken. I'm about to go ahead and the oil, I put a little bit of olive oil in the pan so I can pan sear it on top of the stove. And once I flip it, I will show you what it looks like. All right, here we are. This is what's going on. I'm about to take it out now so I can finish it off in the oven. I'm going to put it in this pan and put it in the oven. I preheated the oven to about 365. So, my sister's calling me. I'll be back, y'all.
His presence daily live. Yeah, I surrender all. Ooh, I surrender all. Yeah, all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I'm in awe. Oh my God, you gon' amaze me. You're the bomb, and I just be setting the stage. So let me get out the way, 'cause you gon' elicit the praise out of the mouth of the babes, and I just be stuck in the daze. And you tell me that it's not about the way I sing, then you question me for why I'm even questioning. 'Cause I know it ain't the power or the might, but the spirit. The soul is gonna know the truth every time I hear it, and I can't command my own name, 'cause that's an interference. It'll take it from a home game. They're trying to sell tickets, and if ain't nobody showing up, it's really what you're fearing, and your heart is in the wrong place. Who is it you're hearing? Say